In front of me, you can see these are high-powered 3-inch ordnance rifle cannons, and they arrived at this fort in 1864. They are truly amazing. I stood next to them and I could not believe the size, and the reason why I stood next to them is just to show a size comparison so you can get an idea of some of the hardware that the military used back in the 1860s. But this is a creepy little place, and it's closed. It's a visitor center, but it's also a replica. And what it's a replica of, it says Charles McDermott Visitor Center, replica of Fort Churchill Barracks, built by the Adobe Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s. And even though it's a replica, it's an exact. If you look, whoa, that got me good. There's a prisoner, a dummy prisoner with chains and stuff, and his feet shackled. That got me. I've seen some things in my time, but that definitely tricked me. Big wood doors. Whoa, here we go. Look at all these dummies that are in here. Oh man, they almost look like they're alive. This definitely makes it for a very eerie paranormal investigation, just that alone. We heard a bunch of coyotes nearby. You can look in the window, officer's life. It discusses about the officer's life, and you can see there's definitely different dummies in the window, and there's a chair. It's very hard to see, but you get a little bit of a perspective of the type of place that we are investigating here. It's an amazing place. We've done the fort ruins. Now we're at the visitor center, and where they got wagons, and here's an entire. This is going to be kind of hard to get. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, okay, I got to stand further back. There is a wagon in here, a giant wagon, and a model of what the fort looked like. You can kind of see it right there. There's barracks and headquarters and the hospital and all these different things. But it's kind of creepy back here. You know, you hear the coyotes. You're surrounded by 4,000 acres of vast desert, and you're sitting here roaming a place like this. You know, single-handedly, short-handed, basically. Just me and Tammy. Tammy and I check it out. A place like this. There's the wagon again. It says infantry up there, and they got models of what it looked like. But this is also the ranger station that we're at, so we're trying to be respectful. I've taken a few photos real quick and walked away because I didn't want to disturb any of the rangers. This window you can't see through. They got it cardboard off for whatever reason. But definitely a very eerie place. We're going to be heading to Buckland Station soon, which served the people of the Pony Express. Salt Lake City, it went to Salt Lake City, Marysville, St. Joseph, Sacramento the Pony Express went to, and the Pony Express actually goes right by my house, and I have a picture of it, and I will definitely put it on the website with this. But it says right here, Buckland's Ranch Station, homesteaded in 1859, was a stop for the overland stages and the immigrant trains. In 1860, it became a home station for the Pony Express. Pony Bob Haslam rode from here to Friday Station, State Line, Nevada. Fort Churchill was built in 1860 on the part of the ranch to protect the immigrant stages in the Pony Express. We're going to head to Buckland Station, and you can't really see it, but ahead of me is the Buckland Family Cemetery, and a half mile from here is Buckland Station. Buckland Station, here's a nice plaque here. Buckland's the Pony Express. Russell, Majors, Waddell, founders, owners, and operators. It says 120 celebrated riders rode 650,000 miles with only one rider killed by the Indians, one schedule not completed, and one mail lost. Pony Express. Waddell F. Smith was the president. L. Dean Cassin's vice president of Nevada, and Dwight Eisenhower was the chairman. And this was from 1860. And I just want to make it known the historical significance of this place. And I also do want to say that, the Paiute War took place here. And, the Bucklands were a family that was cattle ranching in just about every child that his wife had, Mrs. Buckland, had given birth to, died at birth. And eventually she received a small cut from glass on her legs to feet when she was bathing her feet, and she died, I guess, because of an infection. And, of course, Samuel Buckland died by burning to death. He was, I guess, alone in his big house that he had used the fort ruins on Native American ground. He took pieces of the fort and he built a house with it. And one night he left the candle and he had perished. Does his ghost haunt this area? Do the Paiutes and the soldiers of the U.S. Army haunt this area? We don't know. But I'll tell you what, whether it's haunted or it's not haunted, it is October of 2011, and it doesn't get any more eerie and historical than this. This is Lord Rick of the Paranormal and Ghost Society.